Hi everybody and welcome to Wednesday. So this week we've been looking at how to persuade somebody to do something or to believe something and how to convince them. We've been looking at the country of Brazil and we're going to continue looking at that today. But today I am going to show you how you can use punctuation such as exclamation marks and question marks to help you with your persuading. Okay, let's go. So you already know lots and lots about exclamation marks and you use them in your writing quite frequently, and we always see them in our reading books. But just to recap, we can use exclamation marks to show surprise, add emphasis, which means to make the point and make it really clear and to make the point stand out, to show strength, and to show when somebody is shouting. So we have exclamation sentences and we use them very frequently. They always start with how or what, and they contain a verb and a noun. So this is an exclamation sentence. What a great footballer you are. And this one says how kind you are. So both of those are exclamation sentences. You can see the how and the what to begin with, the exclamation mark at the end, and the verb and the noun in them. You can have some exclamations that aren't sentences as well, some exclamation phrases, and these are usually shorter. One of those, what fun, and another one is how lovely. So they're exclamation sentences, and again you can see that both of those finish with an exclamation mark. Now there are other ways to use the exclamation mark as well, and these might be the ones that are really handy when you are persuading somebody this week. So you can use it for a command, and we looked at being bossy the other week and giving commands and instructions. Let's have a little look at some commands that have got an exclamation mark on them. So go away, eat your tea, be quiet, come here, and sit down. So you can see how the exclamation mark lends itself to the command. It definitely makes us say it in a bossy way, and it does definitely sound bossy. So you can use exclamation marks for commands. You can also use it, like we said earlier, if you're surprised or excited. And I know that lots of you have been told when you are reading your reading books, if you see that exclamation mark, there should be a change in your voice. We don't just read it in a dull way. We have to change our voice to sound more excited and surprised. So we've got, whoops, wow, I love it. Summer holidays. It's brilliant, because you wouldn't just say brilliant by going, oh, brilliant. It would be brilliant. You can hear the surprise and the excitement. You could use a question mark to ask a question when you are persuading somebody. So you've seen some exclamation sentences, but what about some question sentences? Here's some that have been used on some adverts, and the questions almost make you think, oh, I want that, or I want to try that, or they make you think about it a little bit more. This one says, how will you eat yours? I love chocolate. You know I love chocolate. I'm sure lots of you do too. And when we see that question, how will you eat yours? It almost makes you think, you've persuaded me to try that. I want to try and eat mine and think about the way I eat it. Here we've got a question that says, so now what's your excuse? And I think they're making you think, get some good trainers. What's your excuse? Now you can get out running. It makes you think, actually maybe I should go out for a run and buy those new shoes. And this one, Dr. Pepper, what's the worst that could happen? I think the advert for that one always makes it seem like it's a crazy time or it's a lovely time when you drink Dr. Pepper. So you can see the way some questions are asked in adverts to try and persuade you and convince you to do something. You could add a question in about Brazil this week that would make somebody think, I don't know, I really want to go there. Let's keep going. Now, the thing about these questions is they've actually got a really special name, and this is a little bit grown up. So we're not going to go into this too much, but it's always good to know. These questions are called rhetorical questions. Rhetorical questions. And a rhetorical question is a question which doesn't need an answer. So when you see those questions on the advert, when you see the one for Cadbury's cream egg that says, how will you eat yours? The person writing to persuade you to buy it doesn't think, oh, they're going to stand there and answer. Well, actually, first of all, I open it up, then I bite the top off, then I nibble it a bit more, then I eat it. They don't expect you to answer how you're going to eat the cream egg, and they don't expect you to answer about the running shoes. But the rhetorical question makes the person think, and it makes them think, maybe I will do that, and it helps to convince them. Let's have a little look at a rhetorical question. So here's a picture of a beautiful hotel with lovely woodland around it, and in the advert for this hotel there is a rhetorical question. It says, who wouldn't want to stay here? You don't have to answer it. They don't want you to answer it. Say, well, I wouldn't, or I would. They're not bothered about an answer. If they say, who wouldn't want to stay here? And it makes you think, I think perhaps I would want to stay there. That rhetorical question has helped to persuade somebody to try it. Now, rhetorical questions often start with the same things, the same question starters, and you should keep these in mind because later on I'm going to ask you to write some questions about Brazil to try and persuade somebody to go there. So sometimes a rhetorical question will begin with, do you really? Maybe, do you really think you want to miss out on a chance to go? Or do you really miss the sunshine? Or do you really want to dance? All those things could link to Brazil. Are you? Are you fed up with staying in England? Are you looking for the trip of a lifetime? That could be some good ways to start with, are you? Why not? There's loads of why nots that you could use. Why not come to Brazil? Why not try this? Who can deny? That's quite a grown-up one. Who can deny a beach holiday of dreams? Who doesn't? And love. We don't often start a question with love, but you could say, love to dance? Come to Brazil. Or love football? Come to the country that loves football the most. All those things could actually start with love, and it's not something we often start questions with. Let's have a really quick look at the posters that we looked back on Monday, because I bet you didn't notice how exclamation marks and question marks were used. We've got one down here. It says, come face to face with you, the public. They want the Disney characters to meet the public, and they use the exclamation mark here to try and emphasize that with you, the public. It could be you if you come on this trip. Join us to make all your dreams come true. They really do emphasize that. And this one, Disneyland Paris, the happiest place on earth. It makes you get excited when you read it if it's the happiest place on earth. And right at the top, you can see a rhetorical question. It says, are you ready for the trip? Are you ready for the time of your life? They don't expect you to answer, but it makes you think, I'd like to go there for the time of my life. And then the Austria one, this also had exclamation marks and question marks on. Not sure if you spotted them. Just take a second. Can you see them? Some exclamation marks and question marks. See if you can spot them all. We've got one at the top. Visit Austria, nature's best kept secret. Emphasises it. Oh, bit of a command here. Visit now. You won't regret it. It's been a bit bossy now. Don't miss out. It's almost like you're shouting, don't miss out. And here there's a question that says, do you want to walk on the wild side? Again, they don't want an answer. They're just trying to make you think, I think I would like that walk on the wild side. So today you're going to have a couple of sheets that look like this. On one sheet, you are going to have a go at making up your own exclamation sentences linked to Brazil. And the idea today is that you think of lots and lots, and then on Thursday you can pick the best one to use. So you don't have to use all of these in your poster. It's a bit like a chance for your brain to warm up. Think about the exclamation sentences that you might add, and you can pick the best ones. On one sheet, you're writing some exclamation sentences. Let's have a little look. This is a good example. Don't miss out on this chance. People won't want to miss out on a trip to Brazil when it says that. Or the Amazon rainforest is the best. So on one sheet, you're going to do some exclamation sentences. On your second sheet, I'd like you to have a go at writing some questions to try and persuade people to go. So they're probably going to be rhetorical. Do you want to miss out on this chance? Are you ready to visit the best place on earth? Let's have a look at some. Come to Brazil. Why not? And then the last one, who doesn't want to visit the best country on earth? I've put both my exclamation sentences, and my question sentences, on the same sheet. I don't want you to do that. I want you to have a sheet of exclamation mark sentences, a sheet of questions, and then on Thursday, you've got 2 sheets to look at and choose from. Question marks and exclamation marks can be a bit tricky, but I think you guys have probably got it. And your job today is to think up some great ways to use them to try and persuade people to come and visit. Send me an email if you've got any questions, or leave a comment on Evidence Me, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. All right, guys, have a great time, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.